By choosing the First Mate Marine Safety and Security System, you now have safety and confidence in the palm of your hand. The First Mate system provides overboard alerts and distress messaging in emergency situations, as well as a theft-deterrent system, or TDS. Before we get started on our First Mate installation, let's walk through all the contents of the First Mate kit, as well as the tools we will be needing for the install. Each kit contains one First Mate hub, one package of 4 screws, one antenna, one NFC chip, one captain's fob kit, which contains the captain's fob and wearables, and one primary harness. This harness will connect your main power and lanyard stop switch connections. This video demonstrates the connections on a single engine vessel. If you do have multiple engines, you will need to be sure that you have purchased the correct kit based on your number of engines. Also, this install was on a boat equipped with a Yamaha outboard and required only plug-and-play connections. Other engines and controls might differ. You can find more installation information, including detailed diagrams for other leading engine brands and multi-engine applications at firstmate.com. For this install, you will need a pair of snips, a wrench, a Phillips screwdriver, a tape measure, zip ties, a pen or marker, and a drill and drill bit. Before working on or around electrical system components, turn off the main power switch and disconnect the battery cables from the battery to prevent injury or damage to the electrical system. Now that the electrical supply has been turned off, you are ready to safely install the First Mate system. Start by removing all necessary trim panels to determine a location to permanently mount the hub. The ideal location should be a flat surface at least 2 inches away from other electronic devices. It should also be located near the helm in an area that's protected from the elements. The preferred mounting orientation is with the hub facing fore or aft and perpendicular to the vessel's center line. Once you determine a location, be sure to route all cables and harnesses prior to drilling any holes to ensure you have adequate length to make the necessary connections. To mount the hub, first mark the location for the mounting holes using the First Mate hub as a template. If using the provided fasteners, use an 1/8 inch bit to drill the pilot holes. Now, attach the hub with the provided fasteners using your screwdriver. You want to be sure your hub is snug, but be mindful to not over-tighten your fasteners. Now that you have the hub mounted, you are ready to begin connecting the electrical components. The front of your hub has 3 connection ports. The middle port is an NMEA port and will only be used if your vessel is equipped with an NMEA 2000 network. This connection is not required for the system to operate. Start by connecting the primary power connector to the connection port labeled Power. Ensure the arrow on the harness is oriented to the 12 o'clock position on the hub. Slide the connector onto the hub and turn the collar 1/4 turn until it seats. Check the connection to ensure it is secure. Next, you're ready to connect the primary harness to the boat's power connections. Locate the bullet connectors that join the key switch panel and the helm harnessing. Separate the black wire and red wire bullet connectors. Connect the hub harness red wire to the key switch panel red wire. Then connect the hub harness black wire to the key switch panel black wire. Connect the remaining red hub harness wire to the helm harness red wire. Finally, connect the remaining black hub harness wire to the helm harness black wire. Next, you're going to connect the lanyard stop switch connections. Start by locating the lanyard stop switch. Separate the lanyard stop switch wires from the key switch harness. Connect one hub harness black and yellow wire to the lanyard switch white engine stop wire. Next, connect the other hub harness black and yellow wire to the key switch harness white engine stop wire. Now you're ready for the final connections. Connect one hub harness black wire to the lanyard switch black wire. Then, connect the other hub harness black wire to the key switch harness black wire. Your hub is now fully connected to power and the lanyard stop switch. Now you are ready to route and install the antenna. First, locate a suitable area to permanently mount the antenna. Some installs will require the antenna to be mounted in other areas of the boat depending on rigging and available space. Ensure the antenna can be mounted at least 10 inches away from other electronic equipment. It can be mounted under the helm, but you should avoid mounting it near obstructions when possible. It is also important to note that the antenna should only be mounted vertically from either top or bottom, as indicated by the green check marks. Make sure to route the cable from the desired antenna location to the hub to ensure you have adequate cable length before proceeding with installation. Once verified, mount the antenna using the two-sided adhesive provided in the kit. Zip tie any loose cables in place if necessary. Finally, connect the antenna harness to the hub. Your First Mate kit is now fully connected to your boat. The next step of the installation portion is to attach the NFC chip to the key ring. You can now install the battery in the captain's fob and securely tighten the back cover using a coin. Insert the assembled fob into the wearable of your choosing. For multiple passenger situations, passenger fobs can be purchased separately. The final step is to reconnect your batteries so you can proceed to setup and configuration. Now that your First Mate system is installed, download the First Mate app from either the App Store or Google Play. Make sure to check the account setup video to fully configure and test your system. For additional how-to videos and other First Mate marine safety and security system support, visit firstmate.com and choose Support in the main menu.